What's up, fellow doers? Y.G.O-LYFE back again. Another deck profile. I have finally completed a deck I wanted to play for a while, and best engine to go with it right now is branded. Not really a fan of the Blue Eyes engine, but all in all, branded Busted Blader deck profile. Let's go ahead and get into this deck profile, guys. Busted Blader is actually my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel monster of all time. Honestly, if I had to keep one deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! And probably get out of the game, it would have to be Busted Blader being my favorite card, being in a warrior deck or just being in a versatile deck like this. Honestly, this guy is my main dual monster card. This is my Dark Magician to Yugi Moto, seriously, Busted Blader. So let's go ahead and get into this deck profile, guys. Two Busted Bladers. Just the two Busted Blader, no Destruction Swordsman. Honestly, I would actually like the Destruction Swordsman guy if he wasn't an Earth. Like, if he was a light Busted Blader or a dark Busted monster, he would have been more useful, but I don't feel like he's that much useful, so I stick to the original OG Busted Blader guy. Running 3 Busted Web to get to your Destruction Sword card, but currently doesn't main any Destruction cards, so I use them as a tuner fodder, and just being able to use them as a link 1 for Link Karibo, and being able to summon Busted Blader or get your spell and trap Destruction card. One for the lock, because Baron deck, you kind of want to fuse with your opponent's deck, let them burn through the extra deck. But also, if you can lock them, but I'm not going to run 3 of them to try to lock. I use this with the Buster Dragon to try to lock my opponent out the extra deck, or just with a Busted Blader, because my hand's terrible. But honestly, I'm not really trying to get this card banned, locking my opponent, but it helps, That's it for the Busted Bladers. Another engine for the branded Despia engine is the Edgem chain. Just go with the frightful patchwork. Frightful patchwork to add a poly, but just being able to deck then and with this. 2 Fallen of Albaz. I haven't had room for the other level 4 one to find room for him, but I also do have Albion the Charlotte Dragon that is also treated as Fallen Albaz, and he works well with the branded fusion, and just being able to use him to draw a card, put a card back in the deck honestly helps. But just this is it for the original Fallen Albaz engine. Three Aluber just to get to the branded spell and trap cards, and being able to summon himself back when a fusion monster leaves the field, negate a monster effect. Just a good overall normal summon monster. Rest of the Despia monster add up tragedy, 2 tragedy, Dramaturgus, just to be able to summon additional summons and searchers. Self-explanatory for the Despias. Two of the field spells are gonna be allowed to fusion summon. And bring monsters back. Two branded open to be able to search your branded cards or Despia monsters, being able just to combo off with. Three branded fusions, just you just want to see it you just want to see it. You want to get to it. You just want to have it. One branded bond. This is why I only play two Albaz, so I can be able to get back to it in multiple ways. Branded in white, one branded in red. With the branded bond and the branded white. For a little draw engine, we run 3 allures to just be able to banish a dark and draw. Three for patchwork to go with the edge imp chain in the deck, so you'll be able to use off allure and be able to add the poly. So we run 2 polymization to add off the frightful patchwork to come to fusion summon our Albaz and Despia monsters. 2 fusion deployments. Not really too much resource to search in here with the different amount of fusion materials you play in the deck, but being able to summon Albaz and Buster Blader off of this card alone is just the reason why we play it. For Harvey Feather Duster, just for back row, clear problem stuff. We'll only play the 1 of, so hopefully we can depth in enough and draw into it if we really need it. Onto the traps. 2 infinite impermanents. I don't feel like I really need the 3rd one in here, honestly, too. It just for a hand trap, just to have something that open hand for my opponent, or just for grind game, just have some backup to get monster fets. And off the deck profile is with 3 Proly of the Destruction Swordsman for the main deck. Roughly around 45 cards. I feel it's pretty good. Good ratio with all the monsters, just playing everything I should be playing in here. Don't really care too much about hand traps, to put hand traps in this deck, honestly. That's player preference. If I would just side it. One Buster, Lester Soldier of Chaos. Destruction Wealth, Protection Wealth of the Destruction Swordsman. Just another way to summon Buster Blader in here. One Link Rebo to go with the Tragedy. Just to one Link Rebo just as a good fodder. Link fodder. Honestly, this should probably be 1, but I'm playing 3 traps, so no. And I don't play trap tricks, so I decided just to play 2 as a filler. You can probably just take 1 out. I'm still missing 1 of the fusions for the branded fusion, 1 of the branded fusion monsters. Buster Dragon the Destroyer Swordsman, Take a Dragon Monster, and Buster Blader. Titanic Lad, the Asher Dragon. This is one of the Fallout Badass fusions you do summon with Buster Blader, and basically allows you to put your Buster Blader to the graveyard. Then you can normal summon your wealth, tribute it to summon your Buster Blader from the graveyard. So that's what you have right there. Just to get the Buster Blader to the graveyard, so you can summon it to the field. And with him and Buster on the field, is already half the way there for game. Libyan, you know, we all know what Libyan do. Libyan is too good. Libyan still has not been hit on the list. I feel like this is the only fusion monster in branded and the whole Fallout Badass and branded you should hit. Cortez, Masquerain, Proskinity, Proskini, Kini. I don't know how to pronounce that, honestly. Sorry about bridging that. Just for the Despia fusion, just to Albion, the branded dragon. Take a light monster, and a Fallout Badass. So if your opponent play lights, you're most likely going to use theirs. Not too many light monsters in here. You will use 2 fusion summon with because you do play the high level Despia monster with the Fallout Badass. One bright it's just for your opponent's monster with Fallout Badass, or with you don't play too many of your level 8 or higher monster, but your opponent does. You use this guy to basically get rid of them problematic cards your opponent has. And ending off, Fallout Badass using your fusion monsters, synchros, exceed links to make this, or using your opponent monster to make the second one for the grind games. All in all, you know what Ice Jade Mirror do, get to banish a card on your opponent's side of the field. You remove it, special summon it again, and you get to do it all over again. So it's a soft once per turn. But thanks guys for tuning into this deck profile of branded Buster Blader. Tell me guys what you think. Tell me what I can do to change it. I kind of was testing Veiler, but Veiler felt kind of really too slow in here as a hand trap. That's why I just don't play any hand traps. But that concludes my branded Buster Blader deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe. Y.G.O-LYFE out.